I'm sorry, what's up? Yeah, right now there's multiplication happening. What is it that I don't want here? I don't want the 3. The goal is always get the x by itself. So undo the operation and get rid of the 3, so I would divide by 3. I hate when people divide by 3x, it doesn't make any sense. You want the x to stay there. It's the 3 you want gone. Whatever you do to one side, you better do the other side. Exactly. When you're multiplying, you divide. So you get x equals 8. And sure enough, 3 times 8 is 24. I like it. How I feel with that. So every problem I've done so far is exactly the same problem. Whatever's currently being done to the variable, you undo it. There's not 3 different things to memorize because I've done 3 equations. There's one. You undo what's being done so you get the variable by itself. Do the opposite. I love it. Of what's being done. Exactly. So what about this guy? What if I had y over 4 equals, let me make this a little trickier, 3 halves. Don't overthink this. Look at your variable, and why is your variable not by itself? Because what's happening to my variable? Then you divide it by 4. So how do I undo division by 4? Multiply by 4. Let that be that simple. What's happening to my variable? Let me undo that. So if I multiply both sides by 4, you can put 4 over 1 if you want to. What happens? Here. So I'm just left with y. That looks good. Here. Sure. Or you can do 2 into 4. There's 2. 2 times 3. 6. Or 12 divided by 2. 6. You get 6 either way. I like it. And sure enough, 6 over 4 is 3 over 2 if you reduce it, right? Yep. So that checks. I like it. I can see several of you are bored. Bored is a good way to be, believe it or not. Bored is better than lost. Lost is bad. Alright. So let me see if I can push it one more step, and then I'm going to let you guys try the problems on there. So what if I had multiple things happening to my poor little variable dude? Sort of, but I don't even want to bring that. You can sort of think about whatever in reverse, but I don't want to do that necessarily. Here's what you always do. So this is a little different. Where's my variable? What term has my variable in it? 4x, right? So I want to get this by itself first. I want to get where my variable is by itself. I almost always divide last. If I divide it right now, it would so suck because I'm going to make all these fractions. Oh my God. So the first thing I want to do is get 4x by itself. Why is 4x not by itself? Now be careful. I'm not asking why is x not by itself. Because there's multiple things why that. But why is this not by itself? Because of that. Get the term that has the variable in it by itself first. So how do you get rid of this minus 5? Add 5. So then I get, there's my equals, there's 16, and there's 4x. Because now I can do what? So you almost always divide last so you don't make fractions too early. Now we will be at the point where we have to use fractions too damn bad, but if I don't have to, why would I? I'm really good at math. I have no problem saying that because it's like the only thing I can say that about. I'm really good at math. But I still will not allow fractions in if I don't need to because I'm a human and they're just more likely for me to make mistakes. Right? So there are little things I do to not let things happen to make it less likely for me to make a mistake. So that's why you find where the x variable is. It's the 4x is the term, and you get rid of anything else with it. And then the last thing you do is divide. So you get x is 4. Does it check? No. So if you plug it in, 4 times 4 minus 5, is that 11? 16 minus 5. Check. Select. Cool. So you guys go ahead and, I'm sure some of you guys are done, but do this side, the solving basic equation side. Oh, sorry.